think that if everybody loved themselves and got over this idea that self-love is egotistical and selfish, the world would be a better place. I think that to love yourself means to have complete compassion and understanding and forgiveness of yourself. It's to be your own best friend. It means to be completely tuned in to the truth of who you are, so that you can operate in the world as your truly sort of authentic self. My favorite saying, and it would be a great bumper sticker, is awareness is the first step to change. And I think the process of loving yourself has to start with awareness, and it has to start with that real sort of cold, hard look at yourself and your life, and being brave enough to kind of fess up to where you're at. You know, we're all really good at smiling, particularly women, smiling and keeping up appearances and you know, putting on a brave face and getting things done and making sure everyone else is happy. But we rarely stop and actually take a look at ourselves and ask ourselves, how do I really feel? And what's really going on for me? And what do I really want for my life? And what's working, but what's more importantly, what's not working? I think women have this sense that they've got to do it all and be it all and have it all. And I think there's a sense that, you know, we women love the idea of having equality with men, and quite rightly we should. And somehow in the process we've forgotten how to be women. Somehow in the process we've forgotten that every human being is a mixture of feminine and masculine energy. We all are, men and women. And somehow, through the desire to be seen as equal and treated equally as men, we have become more masculine. So we're all about doing and taking action. And we've forgotten our feminine nature, which is to be, to receive. We've forgotten self-care, nurturing, just taking care of ourselves, because we're too busy doing and trying to prove ourselves, trying to prove our worth. For a woman to develop the capacity to really deeply love herself, from there she will start to be able to trust herself. She will see that there's strength in her vulnerability, there's real beauty in it, in her imperfection there's beauty within it. She will start to see that she has some unique special gift to share with the world, and that she's enough just as she is. You can relate. I would look outside of myself for things to fill the void, to make me feel okay.
And I thought, well, if I can learn how to do life that way, maybe I can learn how to do life a different way. Maybe there's another way. And that kind of excited me.
Guys, everything starts with desire, and everything starts with that willingness, right? And that's where it all begins. So you guys, particularly those of you who aren't using video yet, please let me inspire you today.
Today, it's Oliver's chance to speak and to tell his story. And the angle I think that's really interesting, and I think you guys will understand and relate to, is the idea that we all show a version of ourselves to the world, particularly in our careers, and there's usually another story going on underneath. The key to happiness is self-love. You know, going from where you are now to where you desire to be is a choice. You know, I shared my story with you earlier because I wanted you to really grasp how loving yourself, how loving all aspects of yourself can dramatically change your experience of life. I mean, honestly, I would hate to think where I would be now if I hadn't have made the choice to step up and take responsibility for myself and my life and love myself enough to heal those pieces that needed healing.